Hey everybody, today I'm bringing you an update, a 10,000 mile update on my 96 Lincoln. It's been absolutely fantastic for me so far. I can't say I haven't had any problems, but they have been minimal. In a few weeks I'm going to start having the body worked on. I mean, this is, after this winter, most of this duct tape is gone. Excuse me. The rockers are, very tender. This fender is, I don't know, that fender might have to go. I'm not sure. All of this here, this plastic stuff, it's coming off. Oop. This is just stick-on crap that you can get from like J.C. Whitney, and I don't care for the look of it. And you'll see it once I have it all fixed up. There's these lines, ridges that go across the doors, and I think they go on even on that dog leg there. I'm not sure. It's on both sides, and I like the look of that a lot better. Have that, just painted body color down there. It doesn't really matter if it matches, because at least this trim will break it up. I hate the color of this car, but I didn't buy it for the paint job by any means. Coming up. So, and this is just a big chip here where there was some corrosion forming, but I sprayed some Plasti Dip on here that I got a hold of for free to experiment, because I was thinking of maybe doing just the hood in black, because when I'm driving and I see the hood, it just bugs the shit out of me. I don't like this blue. I don't like this blue on the Chevy trucks either. So it's not just a I'm bored and decide suddenly that I don't like it thing. I haven't liked it all along on any vehicle. Let's see. This power window here, since I got the car, it's been loose. And when I had the rear tires put on, as well as the Ujoints looked at, and I'll get into why in a minute, I asked the mechanic to fix the window, and he sort of did. It lasted a couple, cycles of going up and down, but then it got all screwed up again, and I just noticed this is bulging out, like the glass is coming up too hard and is pressing against it. But that's probably because the glass doesn't line up right. So when the window's partway down, I can grab it and just go, and it's got that kind of nails on a chalkboard sound to it. Very annoying. And not to mention, potentially dangerous. I'd really hate for the window to break, especially when parts for this damn thing is so hard to find online, believe it or not. Yep. Because, excuse the mess, I'm very well established in here. This aftermarket radio here, I cannot stand it. I hate aftermarket radios. When it's nighttime and you've got the lights on, that doesn't dim. So it's like this big bright thing in the middle. I tend to keep my lights inside pretty dim so I can see better. And that I can't dim it. The satellite radio in it is just annoying, because you'll have it on a substation and it'll just cut out, because we live in such a crappy area for reception. And there was actually, I mean, it's not even installed right. Look, I shouldn't be able to pull it out like that. That's just, no. Because of that being loose, this here doesn't work anymore. This is part of the Bluetooth system that it has. It doesn't work anymore. I don't know if the wire's damaged or if the plug, I don't know, if I just didn't plug it back in right. I really don't care enough to experiment with it. What else? Oh yeah, the Ujoints. I got those checked because it was doing this really weird thing where I don't know, I just never felt it before in any car, where it kind of felt like it was going to tear itself apart. It was just I don't know, weird shake thing. So I had them checked out. They were fine. The mechanic I brought it to suggested to me, well, do you think it's the transmission? Well, no, I don't think so, but I took it to a local transmission shop. They changed the fluid on it. They were even able to drain the torque converter, which in some situations you can't do for whatever reason. They put in new fluid, put it all back together, and it's been pretty much fine since. It's shifted a little funny a couple times, but overall, you know, it's way, you know, way better than it was. 100 times better than it was. What else? Oh, I haven't examined any of this yet, but I am going to need some front end work because my tires are wearing unevenly, and it's like this on both sides. So again, it's probably cheap. When I have my friend do the body work on it, I'll see if he wants to do the front end stuff too, because I just don't feel like, you know, rolling around and getting dirty. I mean, I don't mind getting dirty, but I just don't feel like working on it. Oh boy. Yeah, so that's been like that for, you know, actually too long. What else? Overall, it's been pretty good. I'm a little disappointed with the gas mileage. The gas mileage, I've gotten as low as 19.4 according to the thing on the dash, and I think I've only gotten as high as 20.1, which is where I'm at right now. I just took a pretty big trip yesterday, and you know, when I left the house I was at 19.9. I think when I got home it said 20, and on my way to work this morning it said 20.1. So hopefully it just keeps going up, because I'd hate to think that, you know, I'm spending all kinds of money on gas and it's, you know, not doing that great. The Crown Vic, you know, always got better gas mileage, and it's basically the same everything, except this is 6 inches longer. Yeah, the only radios any parts that I can find for this damn thing are all in Massachusetts, because, you know, I wanted to get a piece of trim for here. I wanted to get a factory radio, which, interestingly, on the Crown Vic forum, I forget the name of the website exactly, but I'm on that forum, and I wrote something up about Ford, I guess. From what I understand, they back in the 1997, 1998 model years, they switched the style of the plugs that they used just slightly for the radios. So I have a Ford head unit kicking around in here that I got a number of years ago for free. I don't know if it works or not, but I was going to try throwing that in. The plug's different because the original wiring is still in here. So, you know, I was going to try hooking that up and see about getting that going, because it's at least got a tape deck in it, and I've got way more tapes than I do CDs. And it turns out in my research that not only is it different, the radio is different from, you know, like 97 into 98, but the Lincoln one is exclusive. Go figure. So, to put a radio in here, I have to get it from another Lincoln. Which, like I said, all the parts cars are in Massachusetts. And, you know, the chances of getting one that actually works are pretty slim, I would imagine. Just like I wanted to get this side mirror here that, you know, is stuck on being dim. I don't like it, you know. It bugs me. I suppose I could order one on eBay for like $20, just the glass, but I don't know how to swap it, and I'd, you know, rather not break it, because I do a lot of highway driving and I do need my mirrors, especially with these big C-pillars here. They create a hell of a blind spot. I'm kind of bored with it. It has been very reliable for me, and, you know, if I knew somebody that really needed a car, I could afford to sell this to them. But you know, and go out and get something else. But the thing is, right now, I kind of have a little too much money into it. I kind of need to put a little more in before, you know, I would feel like it's ready to sell to somebody that needs a car. Because this, I wouldn't, you know, with the way the rockers and the rest are, I wouldn't pass it for inspection. The way the front end is, I wouldn't pass it for inspection. Hell, just the front end alone, you know, I wouldn't pass it for inspection. So, and it may need brakes. You know, they just feel a little weak to me, like they're a bit worn, which is very, you know, it's very possible that these are the original brakes. The car's only got 125,000 miles now. Exactly 10,000 miles was at 125,053, and I am at like 125,200 something. Because I just, after work today, I went into Maine to do something, and you know, I wound up having the wrong address. I did make a rant video about it, but I deleted all of that because I don't need to have videos about, you know, or videos complaining about stuff on my channel anymore. So yeah, you know, eventually, when I'm ready to, I'll sell it. I'll sell it to someone that, you know, is in a pinch, needs a good car for cheap, and, you know, everybody will win, because I'll get something else that's a little more exciting and not so distinct looking, and, you know, they'll get a good car, and I know that they've gotten a good car, and especially if it's somebody you know, they'll know that they've gotten a good car. On that note, I'm pushing 14 minutes now, so I think I'm gonna end it here. Thank you for watching.